Okay, good morning. It is 9 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order. You have the agenda before you. Just of note, item 8 was a item that had been tabled last week. It is was brought back onto the agenda for this week. I would make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
Well, there was Carl.
There's Carl.
Hey there.
Hey, Carl. Betty, if you would read the minutes of the October 16th meeting.
October 16, 2023. Chairman Cluse called the regular meeting of the Wright County Board of Supervisors to order at 9 a.m. Members present were Cluse, Rasmussen, and Helgevold. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Helgevold to approve the tentative agenda with tabling item 12 to review and act on a construction permit for JT Dean and also to discuss in new business the debt payments and TIF for the county. Motion carries. Minutes of the previous regular meeting of October 9, 2023 were read and approved. Approved claims for payment. In open forum, Sandy McGrath, Wright County Public Health Administrator, mentioned that flu shots are available at Public Health. They do not currently have the adult COVID vaccine yet. Jeremy Abbas, Chairman of the Temporary Redistricting Committee, presented option 4 of the new 5 supervisor district plan to go into effect January 1, 2025. The 5 districts will be divided equally with a population for each district of 2,589 and a deviation of plus or minus 26. Motion by Cluse, seconded by Rasmussen to approve the Temporary Redistricting Committee's option 4 district plan. Motion carries. The documentation will be sent to the Iowa Secretary of State office for approval. Abbas, Planning and Zoning Coordinator, gave an update on the setbacks on hazardous liquid pipelines. After communication with legal counsel on the pipeline, it was advised not to pursue any new setbacks. Julie Glade and Lisa Stuck both spoke on how they feel there needs to be setbacks. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Helgevold to receive the monthly revenue report from the Wright County Sheriff. Motion carries. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Helgevold to receive the quarterly revenue report from the Wright County Recorder. Motion carries. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Helgevold to receive the quarterly revenue report from the Wright County Auditor. Motion carries. Clues presented 2 adjustments to the previous lease in the agribusiness park. One change explained how to set the rental rate for 3 years using the ISU Ag Decision Maker rental rate for 2023 survey, utilizing the summary by crop reporting district for North Central District Number 2, alfalfa hay established, and adjusting annually for 3 years based on that report. The other change explained if a lot was sold in the agribusiness park, how the county would prorate back the rent payment for that year. Motion by Helgevold, seconded by Rasmussen to approve the agribusiness park lease with Nicholas Christensen as written. Motion carries. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, presented the bids and the historic bridge agreement for bridge number 200 in section 20 of Boone Township. There was one bid submitted by Lakota Outfitter Sporting Club, LLC. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Helgevold to approve the high bid from Lakota Outfitter Sporting Club, LLC in the amount of $10 along with the historic bridge agreement. Motion carries. Clemens presented resolution 2023-39. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Helgevold to approve resolution 2023-39 for the removal of bridge embargoes. By roll call vote, ayes, Cluse, Rasmussen, and Helgevold, nays, none. Resolution 2023-39 duly passes and reads as follows. And there you can see what was, I think, 5 bridges that were taken off of the bridge embargo. Clemens gave an update on the secondary roads. There were 4 work orders completed last week. Blades continued to do normal blading to keep up with harvest operations. Crews hauled ice control sand and outer sheds, 2 outer sheds in preparation for winter. Brush cutting continues to progress on hard surface routes and granular routes. In new business, Auditor Ellis explained the debt payments and TIF dollars the county will utilize. Currently, the agribusiness park TIF fund has a larger ending fund balance. The goal is to release some of the TIF back to the cities, schools, cities, and the county. This will help come budget time and the new House, with the new House File 718. Wright County also collects TIFs on the wind farm and renutrients. Helga left the meeting. Motion by Rasmussen, seconded by Clues to approve the geo permits agreement with Schneider Geospatial LLC. Motion carries. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Clues to adjourn the meeting. Motion carries.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, they will stand approved as read. Claims for payment, there were required, those have been around. Open forum for public input. Yes, Sandy.
So Saturday morning, the hospital, Wright County first responders and the hospital had a exercise. The hospital needed to do an exercise on surge pediatric emergencies,
Okay,
mass casualties. So it was a really, really good turnout. Had Goldfield Fire, Eagle Grove Fire, Belmont Fire, EMS from Clarion and Eagle. Had a lot of volunteers, a lot of hospitals. So just by seeing that turnout and how that went, once again, I feel like Wright County is totally prepared for whatever comes towards us. We were there as public health. We would take care of maybe family information centers, or if there was fatality involved, then we would go response on taking care of fatalities. So they did an excellent job. So if anybody knows and hears about a lot of activity over there by the school, that's what was going on.
Great.
I feel very, very comfortable with everybody.
good, good. Anyone else? Anyone online?
Morning,
Good morning, Robert.
Dean, I'm sorry, it's Bob.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me, does Renutrients, they were supposed to have a new business plan by the 1st of September. Did Daryl ever come up with something for you guys?
I'm meeting with Ryan next week.
I don't know if you heard that, Robert, but Daryl Stephen Carlisle is meeting with, who did you say? Ryan Bryant, next week.
Okay, I heard it, yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Very good, sir.
Thank you.
You bet. Okay, item number 6, review and take action on modification of promissory installment notes with Belmont Growth Alliance, Clarion Development Alliance, and Eagle Grove Community Development Corporation.
Mr. Chair, what you have in front of you are the 3 modifications of promissory note installment from the agencies that you just referenced. These are the changes that the board looked at several weeks ago and approved. I worked with the county attorney on the document. All 3 agencies have signed off on the document and ready for the board signatures.
Did you guys have a copy?
I did not.
I didn't know I was gonna make. I misunderstood. I thought you,
Okay.
I misunderstood. I thought you had copies for the board. I misunderstood.
Again, the major changes to the document had to do with this has got to be established by March 1st of 2020.
Right,
And the reporting to USDA.
right.
You need signature on both these.
Actually, he had the,
Carl, you had seen these before, I believe.
Yes, I'd reviewed them with Daryl Stephen and also with the CDC in Eagle Grove.
Okay,
that's just copies. So he has the originals.
is there a motion for action on this?
So moved.
So moved.
Try it again, Carl.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the modification of the promissory installment notes with Belmont Growth Alliance, Clarion Development Alliance, and the Eagle Grove Community Development Corporation. All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
Motion carried. Right, fine, exactly.
You bet, sir.
Okay, item number 7, review and act on the tax incremental financing indebtedness certification for 3 businesses, the agribusiness park, the renutrients, and the wind farm area.
So last week,
Yep.
under new business, I gave you a spreadsheet that showed the different payments that we make annually.
Correct.
Yeah. Finish that one. I'll grab a Carl's.
I've got mine somewhere.
And with that, by December 1, we have to have our certification done, which is a specific dollars requested on the available tip increment. So you can either do, if you have a lot of debt and you want all of it, then we don't have to do anything. It's just any additional debt that you may accrue throughout the year, whether it be interest payments or whether it be, like the rebate. We, for the Prestige and Agribusiness Park, we made a rebated payment of $548,790.
Okay.
So with that, we're going to certify that as additional debt to that project.
Mhm.
However, on the other form, we're going to say, even though we're certifying additional debt and we have a lot of payments, we only want $1.2 million to cover,
Reduce the carry out, I think.
yeah, the
Is our goal.
carryover, not only the carryover, because we have like 1.5 million in that fund.
Yep.
We will only request 1.2 million to cover the payments and bring the ending fund balance down a little bit.
Okay.
So that's the one on the agribusiness part. The one for the,
Do we need to take separate action on these, or can we do them all as one?
you can do separate, that'd be fine,
Okay.
if you'd like to do that.
Okay.
So if we do the, we'll just do the agribusiness part. So this one here is, because I'll need a signature.
Yeah.
County TIF form number 1 is indebtedness certification. So that's the additional $548,790
That's the
that we
rebate.
made in the rebate.
Yeah.
Then, the county form 2 is specific dollars request for available TIF increment tax revenue for the next fiscal year, certification to the county auditor, and that is the 1.2 million. So, and then I don't think, and then there's nothing on form 3. There's a form 3 that says we're reducing what we've certified for debt. Let's say Carl Helgevold wrote a check to the county in $2 million. You can reduce our debt because we had dollars come in from another source of
Okay.
funding. So,
But
but
we didn't.
we don't have that,
Right.
no.
It's just
Carl-
part of the form.
Carl won't write us the check for 2 million.
Okay.
Got that, Carl?
And that was reflected, that 1.2 was reflected on the documents that we reviewed last week, which would reduce our ending fund balance from $1.5 million down to $819,000.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I would make a motion to approve the TIF indebtedness certification for the agribusiness park.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to approve the TIF certification for indebtedness on the agribusiness park. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. The blue ones?
Yes,
Betty,
please.
go ahead with renutrient.
So the next one is renutrients. And with renutrients, we wrote a rebate to them for 35,600. Oops, hang on, one moment. Yeah, we wrote a rebate to them for $35,464. And then also there was an interest payment on that loan. We have an internal loan with the county treasurer on
Right.
renutrients. And we made an interest payment of 15,200 on that loan. Then also on form 3, there was Renutrients is paying towards 175th Street,
Mhm.
and they made a payment of 15,000. So on Form 3, because we have money coming in from another source, 15,000 to reduce our debt, that's on Form 3, and that was the second payment out of 10 payments that Renutrients is making, so. So we've increased urban renewal area indebtedness not previously certified was a total of $35,664.
I'll make a motion to approve that for re-nutrients.
I have
I'll
a
second.
motion, I have a motion and a second to approve the Renutrients tax incremental financing indebtedness certification. All those in favor say aye.
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 And with Renutrients on their dollars that they pay, that we get for TIF, we will collect everything that we can, so that we can continue to pay down the loan that we have, internal loan with the county treasurer.
Yeah.
So we'll just continue to collect all that we can out of that one.
Okay.
The last one is the wind farm area. And that one is that in order to, and that was discussed last week also on the second page in the
Mhm.
kind of amber color, or
Yeah.
not amber, peach color. There is a fund balance of right now, at June 30, 2024, of 284,374. And so to work that fund balance down and not ask for everything we want, if we collect $210,000 a year from that TIF area, by 2027, we'll have it paid off.
Okay.
And we'll just keep that same 210,000 throughout, so.
Okay.
So the county TIF Form 2 is specific dollars requested for the available TIF increment is 210,000.
I'll make a motion to approve that for the wind farm.
I'll second.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the tax incremental financing certification on the wind farm urban renewal area south plan. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Item number 8 is a timed event at 9:30. I'm gonna skip down to item number 9. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, secondary roads.
Quick update, normal blading, just to keep up with harvest, obviously we had some rain overnight and rain last week. And then rain is forecasted this week, so we'll be keeping up with any other dirt that comes onto the roadway. Started mowing granite routes, and we are 100% done in zone 3. Zone 2 is at 33, so up just a little bit, and zone 1 is still at 25. Trucks they hauled, did not haul ice control sand, they were done with that last week. They spot shouldered on C70 to prep for some calcium chloride that we're gonna put on it. We're gonna try to hold that and stabilize that shoulder in an area. About a half mile long, we're gonna try it out. We were gonna try it last week, but the pump broke on the spray truck. So when that gets fixed, we'll get out there and give her a try. So hopefully that will alleviate any of the drop off and we can continue to do that. I would think that it would, because seems like dust control is a good stabilization.
Yeah.
Brush cutting, still working on that. They were out cold flowing last week on the Clarion Airport Road. So just a cold crack sealant that we can do ourselves. Work order 7 were completed, service 1, 5 repair, and 1 service on the sheriff's office. We did have 1 issue of a road repair last week where a farmer dropped their ripper into the road for about 300-400 feet. Dropped all of the shank in, so they completely brought the bottom all the way up. So we were working on that to fix that. That was repaired in a day. Rick and I made contact with the farmer and they understand that they're gonna foot the bill. And we're going to explain to them that they'll probably foot the bill next year when it becomes a soft spot.
And I'm sure it'll become a soft spot.
Definitely.
I would think that that would just about stop a tractor.
It didn't.
No,
No,
that's a big tractor.
I
Yeah, he had a big
understand that, but
tractor.
you would still pull. I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
Motor grader cannot just fix that, by the way. It's not just, because those chunks were this big. The motor grader can't just come by and blade that up. So we had to bring out the dozer with the sheep's foot and pack it down and then bring some concrete, chip in, some 3/4 inch mix, and then we put some rock on top of it.
Good. Well, we've got it stabilized and passable.
It was stabilized and passable that same day.
Good.
So it will be continued to be an issue and we will watch it.
Okay,
That's all I have.
very good.
thank you.
Meetings.
I'd mow tomorrow at
Okay.
5 in Fort Dodge, and then I got the water issue at 7 o'clock.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's strictly by phone. There's no location.
And
Yeah, it was a virtual meeting. I
Yeah.
believe.
in that, the water use is strictly DNR. Not me,
Yeah,
not the county level.
And I have, IDDA, Iowa Drainage District Association Board meeting on Wednesday in the morning up in, I think it's Spencer. Spirit Lake, somewhere up north. And then Midas, on Wednesday afternoon. I'm scheduled for a CFR meeting on Thursday, which I've declined and already notified them due to a previous commitment.
oh, and also I have Central Iowa Detention Friday too
Okay.
as well.
I had no meetings last week.
Right,
Thanks, Carl.
You're welcome.
Item number 8. We will be in recess for approximately 5 minutes, until 9:30. That is the timed event, so, we'll be in recess for 5 minutes.
No, Jim?
Okay, I have us back on. We are out of recess, back in order. Item number 8, 0930, review and act on the construction permit for JT Dean in section 24 Norway Township. This was tabled from last week. There was notification put out in the paper, published. So to my knowledge, and, we've been to the site and reviewed it. Anything to add?
Nothing to add. Looked at the site prior to the visit with, DNR. We did have a site visit last week. The matrix, this is a, previous chicken, production site, that was damaged in the storm and torn down. So their permit is to rebuild 2 barns. The land space, their matrix scores, they did, all the matrix scores are accurate, the land space is fine. So I did call and ask, they don't capture it on the matrix that we as a county like to have trees around the sites. So I've not heard a response back, but I left a message and said, hey, we're having this meeting this morning. However, we would like to ask that you do that. That does not
It doesn't
change
affect that,
anything
right.
or affect the matrix at all.
Right,
Cause me and Sandy went out last Monday afternoon after the meeting. And then I believe it was Thursday afternoon, 2:30.
with the DNR.
Yes.
And with the DNR,
And there's basically, other than a hog site right across the road.
Nothing around there.
Wednesday.
Oh, was it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
that's-
those weeks, I don't know what day it was.
yeah, you were jabbing so much, I have no clue what day it was.
Okay, is there,
I make a motion to approve.
Second,
I have a motion and a second to approve the construction permit for JT Dean in section 24 of Norway Township. This is to put up 2 barns at a location that previously had 2 barns. And the master matrix, they passed all the scores, the points required.
You
All those-
previously had 3 barns.
Previously had 3, okay,
Yes.
but 2 will be up there now.
Yes,
All those in favor say aye.
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 Carl,
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Any other action to come before the board? Any other items for information, excuse me?
I've nothing.
Hearing that,
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I have a
Second.
motion. I have a motion.
Oh, one more thing. I see you got your trailer or your garage moved.
The garage has been moved,
Yes. Looks nice where it went.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor say aye.
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 Very good. Thank you.